Hello, friend, and welcome to Spellbound Homestead. My name is Taylor. This is where Laura Ingalls meets Morticia Adams, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my fall favorites that are getting me into the fall and spooky spirit. Just some things I've been enjoying lately, and I thought that you might enjoy it as well. So, if that sounds good to you, go ahead and grab a cup of coffee, tea, or beverage of choice, and let's chat about it. First thing I want to talk about is black and white movies. You guys know, if you've been here for a while, I absolutely love black and white movies, and especially at this time of the year, it just adds a extra layer of spookiness, and I just really enjoy it. And something that we have been sleeping on that I did not know was as great as it is the app Tubi, Tubi. So I have been watching that more than any streaming service that I am currently paying for. I actually ended up canceling several subscriptions just because I use this more than any of them, and it's free. Like, no questions asked, free. And so some of the things I've been enjoying are black and white movies. And so I wanted to share a couple with you. If you would like me to do a separate video sharing some of my all-time favorite black and white movies, that would be really fun to film. But just off the top of my head, some of the ones I've been enjoying are Vincent Price movies. We have movies like The Bat, Shock, House on a Haunted Hill, as well as movies that I have been watching are like Bela Lugosi is on there. We have Boris Karloff. Some of the OG, Universal Monsters actors have other movies that are on there as well, and I've been just having a great time watching those. So another example would be Phantom Ship with Bela Lugosi. We have The Ghoul with Boris Karloff, and just some other not as popular and well-known movies like B-rated horror movies are on there, and it's like the perfect time for spooky season, as well as some more popular ones like Coraline and Paranorman were on there recently. So definitely check out the Tubi app because it's free, and it's just a great resource for those spooky movies and shows that you can enjoy. Second thing I want to share with you is this book that I'm currently reading. So this was my book of the month pick, which if you're interested, all that'll be linked down in the description. Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This isn't published at the time of filming. I believe it comes out in October 7th in October. So this was an advance publication through Book of the Month. But anyway, let's just talk about the edges. Really cute. Love the cover and how it looks. But I am so invested in the story. This makes me think of the show in the book, The Magicians. It's giving me that vibe. It's like dark academia with magic. So we follow this character. Her name is Holland St. James, and she has entered a class called Folklore 517 that met the first meeting was in an old movie theater. And the whole class is this professor who has all these secrets, is sharing folklore that she believes to be real. So all these stories that she thinks is not actually a story but has happened. And so Holland gets really invested into the stories that her professor is teaching her, and then all these things start to come together and are prevalent in her actual life, and all of the dots are starting to connect to stories that she has heard that are starting to appear in her true life. And it's just so good. It's really fast paced, easy read, short chapters. I'm about halfway through, and as of now, this might potentially be my favorite book of the year. Speaking of books, one of my favorite things to do is go into the library because we love to support our local library. We love to check out free media, whether that be books or movies. And so these are some that I got today and I wanted to share with you. So I have actually read two of these, but they're fun to reread. So this is Ray Bradbury's October Country. And so this has short stories in there that he wrote that are very spooky and give me the creeps. The one that sticks out in my mind the most is called The Scythe. That is one of the stories. And then the other one is called Skeleton. Those give me the absolute creeps, and I like this because you can pick and choose what short stories you want to read. If you don't like it, you can skip and move on, and it doesn't affect the story. Next one that I have is very similar to this. This is called A Newbery Halloween, A Dozen Scary Stories by Newbery Award-winning authors. Again, I have read some of the stories in this, and I love to recheck this out every year. One of my favorites being the year Halloween happened one day early. And so again, it's like an anthology series with short stories by authors who are Newbery winners. This book I have picked up I don't know how many times, and I haven't read it completely. I believe I've started it before in the past but have never finished it. But I would love to do that this year, and I checked it out in hopes that it would motivate me to finish it. So this is Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes. Very popular. This is about a carnival that rolls into a small town in Illinois, and it kind of brings along the Halloween spirit with it, and all this ooky spooky stuff starts happening. And I'm really excited to try this one. I actually really like Ray Bradbury's writing style. I love the Halloween tree, it's one of my favorites of his, and so I'm hoping that this will kind of have the same vibes and feelings that that one evokes for me. Last thing that I have been enjoying to prepare and get me excited for fall is seasonal foods. You guys know I love a theme and I love a spooky tree. So I love to make my homemade pumpkin dip. I've made a video about that before in the past if you're interested. So I've been enjoying making my homemade pumpkin dip this year. We're going to be doing s'mores and like taco soup, chili, potato soup, all the soups and chilies. That's one of my favorite things about this time of the year. I love having my crock pot going. I love having soup on the stove. It's just something about it. It feels very nostalgic to me, and it just makes it feel like fall. That is going to be it for this video. This is just a handful of things that I have been enjoying to prepare myself for the fall season. Fall is almost here officially by the calendar, so that is just right around the corner, and hopefully some of these ideas will help you get into the fall spirit. Let me know down in the comments below some things that you are enjoying in preparation for fall, and some things that you're going to be enjoying fall through Halloween season. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe on your way out, and as always, I hope you have a magical day.